It's Madden NFL 23, and we're going to look at the Penguins. Jalen Waddle. He comes in second in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the Ravens and the Texans, next on EA Sports.
Back in elementary, I thrived on misery. Left me alone, I grew up amongst a dying breed. Inside my mind, couldn't find a place to rest.
Wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas. The roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans. Brennan going alongside Charles Davis. CD, look at the Ravens in this matchup. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, but not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that,
fuck the world, cause it's cursed. I'm having visions of even here in the hurt. God, take me away from all the blessings and all the pain. Show me some happiness. I'm going blind. I spend my time in the cell. Ain't living well. I know my destiny is hell. But did I fail? My life is in denial. And when I die, baptized in eternal fire, shed so many tears. Lord, I shed so many tears. I shed so many tears. Lord, I lost so many things, and shed so many tears. Now I'm lost in the weary, so many tears.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. So out come the Texans for their opening drive.
coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
Here we go. Here we go. Right. Check.
Throwing to start the drive. Briggs. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Briggs. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Will Lutz on for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Rock on quick. Rock. Alert. Alert.
Going to run with Madison again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Briggs. And he'll just get rid of it.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Jalen Waddle deep to return it. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken in at the 22. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Kamara up the middle. Ronnie Harrison that time able to make the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd down throw coming by Willis. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Hey, check that.
Kamara will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Madison. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Another carry now for Madison. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight. Seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Briggs. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Down to a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes to...
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. This from 36 yards out. The kick by McManus is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Willis looking to throw on 1st down. Middle of the field to Jefferson. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
Nothing doing. Barely an extra yard to hit the 35.
That's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Trap alert.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Looking to throw. Briggs. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8.
Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, Willis. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. That's a step in the right direction defensively here, because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
19 Lions. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
After the sack on first down, Willis. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Willis hits the turf, sliding down and picking up the first. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Facing second and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
The throw over the middle taken in. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be second down.
Ready?
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a third down.
So people call defense in this one. There's a little bit of the good and some bad because they didn't give up the touchdown run too early to shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they contained him very well.
Three. Second pirate. Mustang 19.
Play action. Willis. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now Willis on 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Willis. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead. And a great example there of just getting the feet in a tough spot. It seems like every year these guys get better at this.
Well, I think the drills get better, that they work on training camp, off-season work, OTAs. But also a lot of these guys have dance backgrounds, ballet backgrounds, and they take that and carry it over to the football field.
Lutz to try to end the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now out comes Houston. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Come on.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go. Set.
Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Okay, ready?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Back to throw. Briggs. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. They'll go Madison up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's Madison getting it again on second, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Let's go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Briggs. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Ready.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Briggs. And he'll find Moreau here. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Here we go. Here we go.
To throw on 3rd down. Briggs. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So a couple of 1st downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Back. Go.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. They find some open field here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there, because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Willis. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Gregory Rousseau able to record his 5th sack of the season. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And a look at the next-gen stats reveals that sack occurred in all of 2.3 seconds. And you think you want to be an NFL quarterback? Yeah, this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Willis will look to throw it. And he's got this to Jefferson. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Justin Jefferson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Briggs. A quick pass to Kupp. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Briggs. Catch made. It's Moreau. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Briggs. This goes out wide from Madison. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left, didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and they will remain well behind.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on them, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room.
Ready.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. How you get, everybody? Let's get you caught up with what's going on.
In this life I live, I've seen niggas deal, seen niggas steal, and I've seen niggas kill. And the same niggas there, and be the main one to tell. There's a lot of tension in the air, so niggas leave me on the pills. I'd rather be the bitch that's squeezing than a nigga that's bleeding. See, I'ma drink my liquor, and I'ma smoke my weed, and I'ma stay far away from y'all busted motherfuckers. Y'all sucker motherfuckers. Man, fuck you motherfuckers. I've been convicted of a thug living and drug dealing. Been a 2-time convicted felon ever since I was a real nigga. My first word was cuss words. See, the first being a deal. I was just a little kid.
I was raised by pimp hoes and mob thugs. Sold the game by dope boys and robbers. I ran the street with goons. I broke the rules with fools. I used to take my motherfucking tool to school.
Got it living all my life, trying to live right. You ain't even got a dance. I got that in my blood, smoke in my lungs. What you know about the secondary? As they threw close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they were very successful throwing the ball as they got a mark, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
These feds crazy trying to take me down and book me. Throw me on death row and do me like Big Cookie. Got me running from them rookies and popping at the sergeant. Try to tell him not to push me. Now look what you done started. And you got these rap artists that's beefing on these songs, but I really will kill, so I'm leaving that alone. I'm a grown ass man, that ain't about playing. 10 G's to get you killed, your family die for 20 grand. Blow my nose with a Gucci rag, smoking on a Cuban. You're damn right, I know they mad, cause half of them losing. I slip another clip into my AK. Stay with tricking in my A when I come and get the A.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Willis. And this one is incomplete.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
Willis now off of play action. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Willis will look to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Ravens have taken a 5-touchdown lead. He's been a frequent target, and with catches like that, one-handed in the end zone, I'd keep going his way.
And he's doing it every which way, isn't he? 2 hands, and in this case, we just saw it with 1 hand. Almost reminds me of a great return of service guy in tennis. No matter how you whack it at him, it comes back at you. In this case, it just envelops it and brings it in.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. Here's Madison running on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Briggs eluding the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A chance for Waddle on the return. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though?
Absolutely.
Who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 2nd down.
Hold the set.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
To throw on 2nd down, Briggs. Going up top for Kupp. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Briggs going up top for Kupp. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Waddle now to return it.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series.
So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far.
79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Come on.
1st and 10, it's Willis. The pass complete on the crossing route. This is Tony with it. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride, too, you know. 3 straight first down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
He'll get that out wide to Waddle. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
The Texans here on 3rd down putting an extra defender in the secondary. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, This is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Looking to throw on second down. Briggs, incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Briggs working the middle here. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends. Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. Glancing down at the stat sheet, and we've been tracking it, but you get a 100-yard game, you're really happy. You're over 200 like he is. You probably want that ball after this game, don't you?
You want that one. You want to continue to call the same plays in any other game you play. You're having one of those magical performances that just never want to end. And you know something? Your fellow receivers, they get those clenched grins right now, like, congratulations. But why is it in me?
Well, so far, it's been all about him. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired. In hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
And once you start taking risks like that, You're going to have to keep taking them throughout the game, especially when they don't work.
Yeah, at this stage of the second half, interesting. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. Now a give to Madison. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 out of the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Again, Madison. And he's going to lose yardage again as he is stuffed behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a fourth down. 4th and goal. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah. He needs better protection, that's for sure. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
Here we go.
Ready. On first down, Willis. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Second down, here's Willis. Open man is Waddle, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, it's Willis. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Go, Reed, go!
Now Willis on 4th down. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Let's go.
First and 10, Willis. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Now Willis. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Airing one out for Boyd. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing again. Briggs. And complete to Drake London. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back in search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down. Briggs. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Second down, Willis looks to throw here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
On the ball now.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Let's go now.
Going on 4th down. Here's Willis. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston set to take over. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Ready?
Throwing to start the drive. Briggs. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Briggs. Throw left side, there's London. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Back to throw again. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Again, he'll drop to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Ravens, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Houston, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.
jail. I ain't going back, release me to the care of my heartless strap. Name 3 times like Candyman. Bet I roll on your ass like an avalanche. I'm so survivor, learn to get high and pull drive-bys. Murder my folks, can't control my nine. Hearing thoughts of my enemies bleeding, please. Bustin' ass motherfuckers tried to flee. Picture me letting this chump survive. Ran up on his ass when I dumped him down. Cause I'm troublesome, young, strapped, and I don't give a fuck. I'm hopeless. I live a thug life, losing my focus, baby. I'm troublesome. Bad boy killer. There is no one realer. What you saw was the rough, rugged, and raw outlaw. The crime rate ain't declined. Niggas busting shots like they lost their mind. Like 25 to life never crossed their mind. Tell me young nigga never learned a thing. Dead at 13 cause he yearned the fame. Sent a lot of flowers, but how could I cry? Tried to warn a little nigga either stop or die. Mercy is for the weak, when I speak I scream. Afraid to sleep, I'm having crazy dreams. Vivid pictures of my enemies, family times. God forgive me cause it's wrong, but I planned it down. He could take me in heaven and understand I was a sheep. Did the best I could, raised in insanity. Or send me to hell cause I ain't begging for my life. Ain't nothing worse than this cursed ass hopeless life. I'm troublesome. In your wildest dreams you couldn't picture a nigga like me. I'm troublesome. I don't give a fuck. I'm troublesome. Like my nigga Napoleon said, nigga. Somebody gotta explain why I ain't got shit. I'm troublesome. You know what time it is, the outlaw clique. Young, rugged, and sick. Machiavelli, the Don, the boss, all bosses. Mussolini, Idi Amin, Hussein Fatal, Gaddafi, Castro, Napoleon, Bo Nitty. We ain't fucking around. We troublesome. Hey yo. We troublesome. I ain't going. Young Castro. First to blast, the last one to dash. Going for the holes in the cash. Fuck you niggas. Outlaws. Gaddafi. Trump tight, never sloppy. The motherfuckers try to copy, but they can't mock you, nigga. You're too strong. Outlaws, keep it going on. You know what's up. Outlaws, outlaws. All you niggas outlaws, outlaws. This is dedicated to the real niggas. All the real troublesome soldiers on the streets. Bye bye, all you niggas die.
Watch Super Bowl 57.
Look, I need a strong cup of coffee cause I haven't slept. If you squeezing in the schedule, it's tighter than virgins having sex. Rest is for the achieved, yeah. Or when I'm mad depressed, I'm not sad today and there's a few things I ain't mastered yet. They taking staggered steps. I got castles to protect, huh? Why you think I got this dragon's breath? Some might call me hazardous. Not too many that can handle this. I'm a hip-hop analyst. Let me channel my inner animal. I'm a cannibal like Hannibal. When I spit it, baby, it's flammable. Look, I'm going for your clavicle. About my capital was murder tactical. The actual, the factual. Yeah, better pass it left. Call that a lateral, quadrilateral, parable, parallel, galactical. Your style is unpractical. We laugh at you. Ha ha. Blimey brought the swisher, so you know I got the la la. And ta-da. We be the mama and the papa. So every time you bullshit us, all we hear is blah blah. Nah, we don't speak habla. You poo poo caca, we don't know nada. Bitch, you talking all that rah rah. Yeah, but they don't want to side eye, no slick shit. I'm too cold and he pea cold or ski clothes like Christmas. I can take it if you gon' dish it. I can break it, bitch, and give it back just on some pimp shit. We gon' run up and might hit you with a brick quick. Plus I'm with my sister Gab and you know she gifted. Click, click. I got that biscuit, so was butter, baby. I've been feeling like that nigga lately. I know these niggas hate me, but they just blowing hot air. They need ventilating. Always say they going in, but they never penetrating. I've been amazing, it's been debated. They love to hate it. I'm innovated, I'm reloaded like in the Matrix. And if you talk about it, then you better demonstrate it. If you're not bumping this, you better get a better playlist. If I bust my gun, it's not for celebration. I don't fuck with you niggas like it's segregation. Look, we got no ties, we have no relation. We don't watch what you do, there's no syndication, huh?
Hotel room. Run about 6, so I bail soon. Kick your feet up and speed up. I'm at the Marriott. VIP pop shit in the Mazda, girl. Here I come with your girl at the bathroom. We mollied up, followed up. Girl so thick with her ass like tough. Met her every life, do a rap like what? A nigga stop tripping, wanna double up. Put the bang on my lap, millionaire like what? Slide on her body like do I? Looking at her face with a new eye. Baby girl got a body like from Dubai. I'm in the lobby like a motherfucker two-fly. Excuse if I make a bad bitch catch a boo-boo eye. Church, I'ma put in a word. Get in the bedroom, make her go ahead squirt. Take a couple seconds, then I hit that purr. 2 minutes later, I'ma put in word. I get her into the bed, then I start fucking her good. She know that I'm from the hood. We got that shit understood.
Left the mall, drippin' Jabuncha as I walked to the lobby to the road. Then I heard her at the hotel door, red bone with her ass like the moon. Smell her like Chanel perfume with the whole fun spray. She was above her out hustle one way. Then I heard another black exotic face, bad and body. We took a lot of shots to do say. Who say this can't turn into a movie? They coming out the red bottoms for Gucci. Both niggas got a kiss in the jacuzzi. See, this is just flattering. I got the head in the cloud. I got the head up in Saturn. She for me good, but she for me better than average. I told her follow her pattern. She is the veteran, etc. I'm just concerned she not red enough. Body graffiti get tatted up. I fuck on both, I'm not letting up. They drink it down like a 7-Up. Not playing no games, I'ma level up. Treat them like horse another ride and settle up. Afterwards, we drinking our double cups.
Meet me downstairs by the lobby, It's okay if you bring somebody. Meet me at the hotel room. Meet me at the hotel room. Meet me downstairs by the lobby, It's okay if you bring somebody. Meet me at the hotel room. Meet me at the hotel room.
Do or die, Twister. Let's ride. I wanna mention when I'm tripping, I don't really pay attention who walking by. Step back, it's what I let up out my mouth when I take a look if I caught my eye. The booty was so fat it made me hiccup.
You can even see her when she sit up. The whole outfit she fill up. Get up with her. Tell her what's Ellie to go and hit her. Says she wanna bring her buddy from the body. Looking at her, bet it's probably a hottie. I be acting like I thought of it's a copy. All I know is that a nigga really wanna see your body in the lobby. They was on the way and they was thick. Both looking so beautiful. I can see the way that I gotta maneuver. Riddles and dick I wanna put up in their belly when they pull up to the deli by the valley in the Uber. Give you what you wanna, be glad y'all got it. You can be a part of my bad ball habits. Look at us living in 5-star status. Women are wishing they had y'all magic. Felt the way she told me she liked it rough. I snatched her back and smashed her ass, was smacked and then. After a shower, I had to fuck her from the front and fuck her back to back again. Freaking like a porno, the way I spit the flow. The sex is complex like a Figaro. Exotic with the positions. If you ain't looking close, you would think I just put her up in the figure 4. Make her tap out, give it to you while she rock. She gon' be pulling on my coattail soon. Ain't gotta be a memory, we can do it again. Just come and meet me in my hotel room. Meet me downstairs by the lobby.
Brenda's barely got a brain. A damn shame the girl can hardly spell her name. That's not our problem, that's up to Brenda's family. Well, let me show you how it affects our whole community. Now, Brenda really never knew her moms, and her dad was a junkie putting death into his arms. It's sad, cause I bet Brenda doesn't even know. Just cause you're in the ghetto doesn't mean you can't grow. But oh, that's a thought, my own revelation. Do whatever it takes to resist the temptation. Brenda got herself a boyfriend. Her boyfriend was a cousin, now let's watch the joy. And she tried to hide her pregnancy,